Good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. Oh, but you're brave at heart, exceptionally daring, undaunted by the unknown, willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor. Better be Gryffindor!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. Revelio! Which way is the common room? Revelio.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food. Like that
I hope the professor catches her this time.
First day.
Revelio.
Still not working. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might...
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having...
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one. I'm just going to keep at it.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal cast. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Once, I tried...
Well, good luck.
You as well.
Revelio.
Nellie will do anything
Never
for
do
attention.
anything for a thrill.
Professor could arrive any moment.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to check. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower.
Goodness. Yes, our carriage was attacked by...
Crikey! I can't believe it. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon.
goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that.
I take it you're not a...
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once, but with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
that you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Word travels faster.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our
You never know.
I would really like someone to try it. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the...
yes.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragon.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you...
I am. She's my aunt.
You must be able to get away with anything.
Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit... Still, she means well. And she's an incredible...
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit...
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the...
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good...
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you.
Revelio!
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. Only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Lumos!
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
Revelio.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says. Clever.
Revelio.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to... You should be able to find all of the school supplies you... You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend one's... A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students.
What will I learn in Charms?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining...
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have... Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig's...
He did, Professor.
My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and...
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to...
Almost precisely. Speak of the devil?
Oh?
Yes.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've arranged...
Well, I'm just glad. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly?
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it...
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And invaluable to me.
Yes, Professor.
And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation?
I did my best. I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being...
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the detail. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit, and she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster.
Understood, Professor.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the... Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman. I shall reach out when I have more information about her. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
My family has a gobstone. Bit chaotic.
First year my siblings and I all...
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Awful when they ask you a question now, isn't it? Grubby little faces. I'll just die.
Revelio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember...
Levioso. There you go.
Now, the basic. Well done.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Levioso.
Good form.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso.
Only all of my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall... All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that. It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain
exclusive and unsanctioned.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in...
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance... Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. Till next time.
Revelio! Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean...
Revelio. Revelio.
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented